Hey, Bradley Charbonneau here. It is the 17th of the month. It's time for a video. It's time for a newsletter. It's time for doing what you know works. Do what you know works. Not necessarily what somebody else thinks works, what you know works. If you're new to this newsletter, every 17th, every single month for, it's got to be, I don't know how many years now, I post, I don't always do a video, but I do a newsletter, updates on business, on life, on usually motivational, inspirational, like today. Do what you know works. If you're falling back on things that you think, oh, I don't know what works, so I want to try these new things. Awesome, try the new things. But then come back to, what do you know works? So for me, what I know works, it's interesting. I can see my face, and I can see that I have slimmed down in the past 3 weeks. And that's what I want to talk about this morning. Intermittent fasting, and also juiced fasts or juice cleanses. Now, I must state, I am not a doctor. I don't even play a doctor on TV. Sorry, quote from past movie. I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. Disclaimer. All right, ready for the crazy part? Ready for crazy town? I have not eaten solid food in 21 days. Here's another little tidbit to go on. Let or allow third party or external factors change up your life, change up your rhythm or your plan. So for example, I've been wanting to do a juice cleanse. I've done juice cleanses in the past. I love them. I'm kind of a big fan. I've done them in the past, and I've been wanting to do one literally all year, and now it's September. I can't believe it's September. And I need to give you a little fall, little shot here. It's September, and I've been wanting to do this all year, and I haven't done it. Why haven't I done it? Because I didn't have the intrinsic motivation to get it done, apparently, because, well, I didn't do it, right? So I needed a third-party action to then set up the reaction being my juice fast. So for me, the third party or the external motivation that got me started was that my Luca, my son, he went to Italy. He's in Italy for 4 months. And he's going to hate me for saying this. The day before he left, I said, hey, what do you want to eat today? Which is kind of weird because he's going to like the culinary capital of the planet. I'm like, what garbage do you want to eat today before you go? And he said, I want KFC. I'm like, great. So I want KFC, and then I want Indian tonight. Great, super fun. So we went to KFC for lunch, and we had Indian. Indian's my family's absolute, by far, favorite food, favorite culinary delight, and so I was happy about that too. And like I said, I haven't done any fasting I don't think I've done it this year. I've done intermittent. I usually do Thursday evenings. That's why I get the Fast Fridays. Often I will do a special recording on Friday mornings from the clarity of mind I get from fasting. And this is, again, one of the benefits I'll get into in a minute. But I want to help you with how to get started on this. And what I'd like you to look out for are third-party triggers or signs or actions that you can react to. So here, my son, we're just eating terrible stuff all day, and we're eating way too much. And then at night, I think what happened was I ate some ice cream that it melted, and then we put it back in the freezer, and it was way beyond its due date. And I ate it. I think that's what happened. And I won't give you the gory details, but let's just say it wasn't a great night for me. And yeah, that lasted into the next day. So the next day, I really didn't want to eat anything because I felt so horrible. And I thought, aha, third-party instigator to get me motivated to do something I've been wanting to do. Key moment here, right? Notice, be aware of, be on the lookout for these third-party actions that can trigger your action or your reaction. So here, I've been wanting to do a fast. I've been wanting, and I just haven't done it out of my own willpower, right? So I took this being sick. I wasn't sick. I was just throwing up and stuff, and it was nasty. But I took that moment to then jump on something I wanted to do. And so I got started on the fast, and I thought I would just do it for a few days. And I did, and I didn't eat anything for like 2 or 3 days, which was kind of easy. Remember, it was easy because I didn't feel good and I didn't want to eat anything. So I thought, good timing, let's do it. And I did it. Great. Then I thought, wait a minute, let's go with this. And remember, I am not a doctor and I don't play one on TV. And please seek medical advice before you do any kind of fasting. And because what I'm going to tell you is going to sound a little extreme. And yes, I tend to take things to the extreme. And that's why I write books, because I do extreme things and then I write about them. So speaking of which, all right, here we go. Total plug for one of my books. It's called 17 Hours. And it's about intermittent fasting, really. It's about from 4 p.m. to 9 a.m. the next morning, talking about skipping dinner. You know, if you don't want to call it fasting, call it skipping dinner. I skip dinner and then I go to bed early. I wake up early. I do a meditation and then I create something. So it's basically a journaling, if you like, or a storytelling of your clear thoughts of that morning, where you have that clarity, that I call it Fast Friday because I often do these on Thursday. Hey, I'm a little on the lookout here because there's been a wolf in the region, and I'm trying to, it has attacked 2 little doggies and even a person. So I'm a little bit on the lookout for the wolf here. Pepper over here. So I've been going for 21 days. No, I have not had solid food for 21 days. Don't worry. I've had my nutrients, my vitamins. I definitely have my intake of calories through shakes and smoothies. I usually make it's really, if you want to hear it, it's kind of boring, but it's really yummy. It's spinach, fresh spinach leaves. And then I do this like vanilla protein powder stuff. And I'll do soy milk, and the soy milk definitely has sugar in it. Ice cubes. I think that's it. Sometimes I might do a blob of peanut butter or something if I'm feeling crazy. So that's pretty much all I've been eating for the past 3 weeks. And some juice, and I realize juice has sugar in it. I get it. But I see I'm at minute 7 here already. And what do I want to talk about here? I want to talk about the benefits of fasting. Because yes, I've lost weight. I've lost, I think I'm going on 4 or 5 kilos, which is about 10 pounds. Again, I'm not a doctor. Did I mention that I'm not a doctor? It's about 10 pounds, which is fast. That's a little too fast. It's a little quick, right? That's a little quick for your body. So I'm kind of toning it down, and I want to reduce the speed at which I'm losing weight. But I got to say that the losing weight part, after a few days of fasting, the losing weight part becomes almost like the side benefit, because the real fun is in the clarity of mind. It's in the lack of brain fog. It's in the consistency of your energy levels. I don't have your afternoon fatigue. I don't need a nap or something. I wake up and boom, I'm awake. And I go to bed, boom, I go to sleep. I need less sleep because my body is less busy at night with digesting food. Your body, a lot of the energy of sleeping is your body working on digesting that food, especially if you had a big old dinner. So when you don't have that food to digest at night, then you have more energy to do other things. So you can help heal your body in other ways, or you can, or maybe you can eat some of the fat, right? I like to say I've got these like little factory workers, and I give them direction on what to do at night. So I will give them instructions when I go to sleep, and I'll say, hey, let's work on this. And it might be an idea, it might be a business idea. Hey, by morning, let's work through this new book idea. By morning, let's work on my shoulder that hurts or something. And often enough, it really works. And again, did I mention I'm not a doctor? The mental clarity, what happens also is your senses get really sharp. I can see better, I can smell better, I can hear better. What I've read is that your body thinks like, oh, I need to get food, so I need to be on the lookout for these things so I can see better and hear better. Maybe it's back to like the caveman days of I need to find my prey, right? So anyway, hey, I'm almost out of time. I've been blathering on. I hope that my third-party instigation here, my trigger for you, my energy for you, inspires you to get started doing something that you know works. I'm Bradley Chauvin of Repossible Podcast. See you next month. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.